Apple Inc. is a name synonymous with innovation, but the journey from a suburban garage to a $3 trillion empire is a saga of brilliant minds, crushing failures, and ultimate redemption. This is the story of how Apple changed the world, one revolutionary device at a time. It all began on April 1st, 1976. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, two college dropouts with a passion for electronics, formed Apple Computer. Their first headquarters wasn't a sleek office, but the garage of Jobs' parents. Working with limited parts and a shared vision, they aimed to make computers accessible to everyone, not just corporations. Wozniak hand-built the Apple I. It was essentially a circuit board without a keyboard or screen, sold for $666.66. Despite its simplicity, it was the spark that ignited the personal computer revolution, proving there was a massive untapped market for home computing. The 1977 release of the Apple II was a game-changer. With its professional plastic case and color graphics, it became one of the first highly successful mass-produced personal computers. By 1980, Apple went public in one of the biggest IPOs of its time, making the founders instant millionaires and household names. But rapid success brought internal power struggles. Jobs clashed with CEO John Sculley over the direction of the company and the commercial failure of the Lisa computer. The visionary founder, known for his demanding style, found himself increasingly marginalized within the very company he had fought to build. In 1985, the unthinkable happened. Following a failed boardroom coup, Steve Jobs was stripped of his operational duties and effectively forced out. He left Apple to found Next and eventually acquire Pixar, while Apple entered a decade of slow decline, losing its creative edge and market share. During his exile, Jobs didn't stop. At Next, he developed the sophisticated operating system that would later become the foundation of macOS. Meanwhile, his investment in Pixar revolutionized the film industry with Toy Story. These years were crucial, refining his leadership and preparing him for his eventual return. Without Jobs' vision, Apple struggled. They released dozens of confusing computer models and projects like the Newton that failed to gain traction. By 1996, the company was months away from bankruptcy, desperate for a miracle. That miracle came in 1997. Apple bought Next for $400 million, bringing Steve Jobs back. He famously slashed the product line by 90%, focusing the company's energy on just 4 core products. The era of Think Different had begun, and the world was about to take notice. In 1998, the Bondi Blue iMac G3 was released. It was sleek, friendly, and colorful, a stark contrast to the boring beige boxes of the era. It signaled to the world that Apple was back, and design was once again at the heart of everything they did. The Apple Store soon followed, redefining retail. Apple's next move wasn't a computer at all. The 2001 launch of the iPod changed how we consume music forever. Paired with the iTunes Store, it transformed Apple from a struggling computer company into a dominant consumer electronics powerhouse, setting the stage for even bigger things to come. Then came 2007. Jobs introduced the iPhone, a revolutionary mobile phone, an iPod with touch controls, and a breakthrough internet communicator. It didn't just change Apple, it changed the way the entire world communicates, works, and accesses information. It was the ultimate manifestation of his vision. Following Jobs' passing in 2011, Tim Cook took the helm, leading Apple to unprecedented financial heights. From the iPad to the Apple Watch and the recent Vision Pro, the company has continued to expand its ecosystem. Today, Apple is more than just a brand. It's a global cultural phenomenon. The lesson from the garage is clear. Innovation and persistence are the keys to survival. Even when you're down, a clear vision and the courage to follow it can turn a failing business into a global giant. As Jobs once said, the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.